Hello everyone. History chapter 7, Ashoka Emperor who gave up war. Let's recapitulate this chapter. So, fact that matter that Chandragupta Maurya founded the Mauryan Empire. Okay, Chandragupta Maurya, who was the grandfather of Ashoka. After Chandragupta Maurya, Bindusara became the ruler, and then after Ashoka. It is more than about 2300 years ago. Chandragupta was supported by a wise man named Chanakya, also known as Kautilya, Vishnugupta, and he was a wise man, and his idea compiled in one book, that book known as Arthashastra. Dynasty means the when the same family member became the ruler one after another, and the family is often called dynasty. Like the Mauryan were the dynasty with the three important rulers: Chandragupta, Bindusara, and Ashoka. There were the several cities in the empire. These include the central capital and provincial. Central capital like Patliputra and provincial like Takshila and Ujjain. Takshila was a gateway to a northwest and Central Asia, and while Ujjain lay on the route from north to south. Merchant, official, craft person probably lived in these cities. And in central central India, there was a forest where the people gather forest protect, and they give forest protect as a tribute to their Mauryan officials. Yes, there is a difference between the empire and kingdom. Emperor mean lots of resources. Then the king, because the empire are large area than kingdom, so need to be protected by big army. And for big army or for the huge population, they require more resources and the big army for protection and for security purpose. So they also need a large number of officials who collect the tax from the people. Megisthenes was a Greek ambassador who was sent to the court of Chandragupta Maurya by the Greek ruler Seleucus Nicator. And Megisthenes, what he saw in Chandragupta Empire, that the Chandragupta Patliputra capital was too huge. It has 570 tower and 64 gates. The houses of this capital of 2 or 3 story and built of wood and mud bricks. The king palace is also of wood and decorated with the stone carving. The surrounded with garden and enclosure of keeping birds. The Mauryan Empire administration divided into three part: central, provincial, district, and further district divided into village. Now the central capital governed by the emperor, and the emperor, it was direct control of the emperor. The capital, center that was Patliputra. So the Patliputra was under direct control of the emperor. And for this, the emperor appointed many officials who collected the taxes from the people, and they also had a right to punish those people those not follow or disobey the rules and order given by the emperor. Now the and that time the emperor also appointed spy who always keep check these officials. Messenger went and fro, and spy kept a watch on the official. Emperor supervise them all and have the member of royal family and the senior ministers. Okay, now the other two provincial capital like Takshila and Ujjain, these were looked after by the royal princes. So the royal princes were often sent as a governor there, and the local custom ruler probably followed of Mauryan Empire. Now there is another thing which is mentioned in the Arthashastra, which Arthashastra tells us that the northwest was important for blanket and South India for its gold and precious stone. So it is possible that these resources were collected as a tribute. Now Mauryan tried to control on road and river because which were very important for transport, and to collect the resources were available there as a tax and tribute. So that is why they wanted to control road and rivers. Tributes is a kind of tax which is collected on the regular basis, and it is depend on the people profession. If the people is were involved in forest product or forest, they depend on forest products. So this they uh, they supply forest product to the Mauryan officials as a tribute. Now, let's talk the Ashoka as a great ruler. Yes, the Ashoka fought a war in the first to the conqueror Kalinga, because the Kalinga was the state which was not under the control of Mauryan Empire. So that is why the Ashoka wanted to control Kalinga. But in the furious battle with the Kalinga, which is the modern day of coastal area of Orissa, the violence bloodshed in the war touched him, which made him realize that the war is not a solution of the problem. So the Ashoka decided to give up the war, and he followed the Buddhism. He followed the few principle. That principle known as Dhamma means the Dhamma means not worshipping a god or performance of sacrifice. Dhamma means the true action. So for this, in Dhamma, he wanted to convey the message to the people: if you want to solve your problem in life, so you should follow the principles of Dhamma, which means that you should not hunting and killing any living organism or creature of the world. You should not pollute the natural beauty. You should follow the ahimsa mark, and you should treat your servant and slaves uh, uh, smartly and truly way. You should not ill-treat the servant and slaves. You should respect your elders. And one more, that you should promote the charity work in the society. Do charity in the society. You should uh, serve the people. So this the way he because he saw that there is a sad and sorrow in the society, there is a conflict in the family, the people of many religion living in that their empire, sorry. So that is why the reason of conflict is religion. So that is why he spread their dhamma principles, so that the people can solve their problem. Okay, he wanted that everyone should respect each other. That is why he gave their order in inscription way. In method, he adopted inscription that everything his order is he given on a rock and walls and caves. And he also appointed few officers. Those were uh, re, uh, read all these order and convey this. That these officers known as Mahamata. And he also provide the people those could not read. He instructed the official to read this message to those who could not read in themselves. So they helped these people. Ashoka also sent messenger in spread idea about Dhamma to other land like Syria, Greece, Sri Lanka. Now, Ashoka also dug the well or built the roads and built the rest house for the people. He also treat the also built house, and he also arranged medical treatment for both human and animals. Now let's talk about solve the back exercise. Like, make a list of the occupation of the people who lived within the Mauryan Empire. Yes, Puneet?
Name the list of occupations within Mauryan Empire: farming, herding, trading, hunting, gathering, and handicrafts.
Yes, craft person, farmer, herders, merchant. Complete the following sentence. Official collected dash from area under the direct control of the ruler. The official collected. Yes, Arnav?
And taxes.
Taxes. Next. Royal princes often went to the provinces as yes, Parnika,
Ma'am,
as
जाओ
foreign
जाओ
rulers tried to control. किस पे कंट्रोल करना चाहते थे? Yes,
Ma'am, roads and rivers.
Arush, answer this question. Mauryan ruler tried to control dash and dash, which were important for transport. किस पे कंट्रोल करना चाहते थे? They wanted to control on
Ma'am, capital.
no roads and rivers. And Arush, concentrate in class. People in forest region provided the Mauryan official with what they provided the Mauryan official. People, those depend on forest protect, those depend on forest. Yes, Madhav. Yes, Arnav.
Ma'am, elephants, honey, timber, and wax, etc.
Yes. State whether true or false. Ujjain was the gateway of northwest. Ujjain. Northwest or north south? Yes, Puneet.
Ma'am, false.
Why it is false? North to south. North to south. Here is Ujjain. So that is why it is not gateway of northwest. Here is not Ujjain. Ujjain is here. So Ujjain is a gateway of north to south. Chandragupta's idea were written down in Arthashastra. Whose ideas written down in Arthashastra? Whose ideas compiled in Arthashastra? Yes, Parnika? Aprajita? Aprajita? Parnika.
Ma'am, Ashoka's idea.
No. Chandragupta Maurya, not Chandragupta Maurya, not Ashoka. Chanakya ideas were written down in Arthashastra. Kalinga was the ancient name of Bengal. Madhav. Kalinga. Kalinga is there. Look at here. Everyone, look at this map. Kalinga is here. ये देखो, ये रहा कलिंगा. ये रहा कलिंगा. So that is in Bengal. यहाँ पर है. Here is Bengal. That is Odisha. So Kalinga is in. Yes. Answer this question.
My voice is coming.
Yes. So Kalinga was the ancient name of Bengal. Prapti Jain. Arav Kulyal.
Ma'am, true.
Arav Kulyal.
False.
False.
Ma'am, Kalinga is the name of coastal Odisha.
Yes, coastal Odisha. Very good. Most Ashokan inscriptions are in Brahmi language script. Are in Brahmin language script. Madhav.
Ma'am, true.
True. Yes, they written in Prakrit and Brahmin script. Yes. Now, what were the problem that Ashoka wanted to solve by introducing Dhamma? Yes, Kashvi.
Yes, ma'am.
Which kind of problem Ashoka wanted to solve through Dhamma? Kashvi, are you giving answer?
Yes, ma'am, I'm audible.
Yes, beta.
Ma'am, because he wanted to solve the problems that were happening
Because there were the several problems in the society. Yes, the continue our
and they led to conflict. That
Yes,
is
the
why.
people in his empire followed different religion. This sometimes led to conflicts. Animals were sacrificed. Servants, slaves were ill-treated. There are the cruel conflict in the families amongst neighbors. So that is why the Ashoka felt that it was his duty to solve these problems by Dhamma. As he told that just as a father tried to teach his children, so he had a duty, he had responsibility to instruct his subject. Subject means the people of their empire. People of his empire. Okay?
Ma'am, I want to say one thing.
Yes.
Ma'am, can I say?
Are shown our currency notes in honor of one of the greatest king of India, Ashoka, who built the capital. So the note
Show the lion capital. Another object which has the lion show are the coins of currency.
Yes, thank you.